Hey there, thanks for stopping back by the channel. Today, we're going to make a custom test lamp, test light. This one happens to be an 1157. We'll be building one very, very similar to this. You can do this for almost nothing. I mean, assuming you have all the tools, parts are next to nothing. So I'm going to gather up some parts and tools, and I'll see you right back here right after this. Test lamp, 1157, tail lamp bulb. 3 wires. We'll be actually building something that looks really, really similar to this, except the ends are going to be different. You can do this with all kinds of bulbs, guys. Here's about 3 amp headlight bulb. Here's a 193. Just small 193 push type base bulb. This one has slide connectors that interfaces with my lead set. You can see I put safety covers around these in the form of wiffle balls. That way if I do this, hey, bulb's not broken. Pretty cool. So let me show you what you're going to need for parts. Obviously, you're going to need a bulb socket. You can get these, you don't have to buy them new. If you go to a junkyard, oftentimes you can take out whole, bulb sockets on the harness. Cut the harness a little ways back and you can get 2-3 bulbs for pretty cheap. Or bulb sockets with presumably good bulbs. You're going to need 3 lengths wire depending on how long you want it. Suppose you could put around there and those. You're going to need a good bulb, some shrink tube, and this one we're going to put probes on the inside. I'm just going to use some T-pins. As far as tools go, if you want to do a safety cover, you'll need a wiffle ball, or you can use a spray can lid. As far as tools go, you're going to need a soldering iron, cutters, wire strippers, possibly a pair of needle nose, something to shrink down your heat shrink. I'm using a small heat gun here. And if you want to make the cover, you're going to need a hole saw in whatever size your base is, sharp utility knife, small Sharpie, and a pipe reaming tool makes the process a lot easier. Another thing that comes in handy is some form of helping hands. This is just a homemade pair of 2 alligator clamps, piece of welding rod, and my drill press vise. So, first thing you do, I'm going to turn the iron on so it gets hot. Is we're going to strip our wires. It's usually strip about that much off. And we'll strip off of each one. Like that. Twist them a little bit so they go together. So the point of using this versus a multimeter is sometimes the only way to tell the, I guess you could say, not capacity is not the right word, the ability to carry a load on a circuit is to apply load. as in, that's getting a little warm. So, whoops. So, as in, the case with, load up the circuits, because they'll pass when you connect a meter to it, but as soon as you load it, you have corrosion, voltage drop, they'll fail. May as well leave that on, actually. And we'll do the same. Unless it's just wire I had laying around. So, it's heavy enough gauge for what we need. You're also obviously going to need some solder. If I didn't say that already. So we're going to go ahead and grab our first wire here. And we'll just right here and twist them together. And I suppose you could use crimp connectors, but I prefer soldering. It's a bit stronger, more professional, and in the end works a lot better. Then those out of the way. We solder the iron here and just get this nice and warm. Fix that one wire there. Oops. Tip's a bit dirty. And our wires are soldered. And we're just going to repeat the process over until all three are soldered together. I don't know if you're going to see me do that, but I suppose I could fast forward it out or edit it out. I might just talk. I think I'm just going to talk about it. So we're going to solder these wires, and then we're going to solder our T-pins on. Well, we're going to make them to I-pins and solder them to T-pins. For those who are wondering, this is a Weller cordless soldering iron. I believe that's the part number right there. Heats up pretty quick. Green light, you're good to go. And solder will travel toward heat, so get your wire warm. Melt your solder from the top and it'll wick all the way through. Like that. Flip over, make sure you got solder all the way around. Give it a tug test. And we'll do this last one here. Like that. Twist the wires together in the holding device. Flip those out of the way. Iron's still hot. off for now. See that? I soldered all the way through. Like so. And yeah, you can offset your solder joints. I think we... I'm going to leave these alone. And now just put a piece of shrink tube on each. And for each wire, like such. This is, and we'll shrink it down later. This is pre-cut glue filled, so marine grade. You know, take your wires, pull them and cut them off at whatever length you like. I don't like them too terribly long or terribly short. Usually, I go on the longer side actually. I go 14 inches maybe. Cut them off like so. Great cutters, by the way. Knipex cutters. Now we will strip the ends of this wire, like such. Twist them fairly tight. I might have stripped off a little too much for what I plan to do. And you can see we're just twisting the wires. I'm going to take our T-pins. Longer T-pins work better with this one I had. And our cutters. Cut it right there. So, make our T-pin into an I-pin. You can also use regular I-pins, but let's switch this as well. These are actually going to have a little bit of a... I'm going to bend that straight. Some of these have like that copper coating underneath, so I found just scratching them up on file really quick really helps you out. You can see that's a bit rougher on the end. Cut that a little bit long. Really all I need is maybe 3/8 of an inch. Maybe even a little less. And wait for iron to heat up. And I'm going to trim these other two while we wait. Well, iron's a really good iron. It takes about 20 seconds to heat up. I like it better than the butane irons, just personally. I'm going to trim the end of this. We'll trim the end of our wire here. And since we both tinned, try and do this with the camera between me and this project, so it's a little bit hard. There we go. So you can see now it's kind of a bad solder joint, but we're gonna solder pins onto the rest of these, and let's just cut. Straighten that end out right here. And straighten that out right. File and straighten that out. You know what? You don't need to see me do this. We'll be back when I get these soldered on. And we're going to solder the last pin up right here. I don't like that. Let's resolder that. I like that less. Ooh, that's getting a little bit warm. There we go. That's better. Alright. And you can see we have 3 pins soldered on. Ooh, that's still hot. Good for back probing. So we'll get some half pieces of shrink tube to stick over that. Shrink tube. Alright, so we're going to just take. Where's my shrink? Anyway, take our heat gun. And shrink all those down. Take our bulb, put our bulb in. For those, most of you guys do know, 1157's only got one wire. Cool. So at this point we could use our test light, but we need a safety light. This is I believe looks like a 7/8. No. 1-inch hole saw. Find roughly the center. These are kind of nice. Okay, so there's a circle in the middle, so I just take a flashlight, shine it through, and it didn't show on camera, but you'll see a circle right in the center. And now I just push and twist. found that using a drill just tears up the... Of course, I'd let it go. The plastic. So I'm just going to do it by hand here. And yeah, I suppose you could use a drill. But we're already through, so take your deburring tool, deburr, or you can use your knife. That's a little hard to get to with the knife. Deburring tool. I'm left-handed, so see, that is cut some of these off with the knife. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Now we're going to... Nope, you go a little bit bigger. Just use my knife to cut this a little bit bigger. That's awful. Well, that's kind of horrible, but it works. Now we will hold this here. Such. I'm going to take the Sharpie and mark there and there. And on one of these, it actually needs to go a little bit further. No, this one actually does not. It is held in by weather seal here. And you can see we have our marks now. Take your knife, just cut down just a little bit at a time. Talking maybe 1/8 of an inch. And cut across like so, kind of square out. Usually you come out with a better hole. You can see we'll cut ours out like that. And, you know, just continue cutting them out. What you should end up with is something like this. We got them all cut out. We're going to then just slip it over like a regular housing, turn it till it stops, and that's not coming off. You can hit this light, do whatever. You're not going to break it. Put a little bit of shrink tube on the ends. And, yep. Then we'll, check it with the amp meter, see how much it draws, and you're done. You've made yourself a custom test light. Congratulations. That brings us to video. Kind of a long video, I know. But be sure to, I'm on Rolling Bench Show. Be sure to check out the discount code, it's early morning, so description for discount codes, cool tools, cool products, tool organizer, Ulsa, you know, they're all there on the bolster. Check out Text Talking Shop on Instagram and here on YouTube. Links to Text Talking Shop is down in the description as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.